They have said that this is beyond our time. And we had the mouse that roared, the rat, so to speak, the Polynesian rat, tell its story just a few weeks ago.
In the mysterious valleys of New Zealand's Kaimanawa Forest Park, hidden within swirling mist, lies a stunning find that redefines our understanding of ancient history. Covered by centuries of natural growth, archaeologists have revealed an extraordinary secret, the Kaimanawa Wall. This remarkable structure poses a profound mystery, comparable to the awe-inspiring wonders of antiquity. How did such an advanced construction emerge in this remote corner of the world? What secrets does it hold about ancient civilizations and their capabilities? Join us as we unravel the secrets of the Kaimanawa Wall, a prehistoric megastructure that defies conventional explanations. New Zealand's ancient megalithic mystery. Hidden within the thick forests of the Kaimanawa Ranges, there's a fascinating and mysterious structure known as the Kaimanawa Wall. This wall is made up of large stones that fit together so perfectly that people have been debating its origins for years. It's a puzzle that challenges what people know about New Zealand's ancient history. The Kaimanawa Wall is impressive at first sight. The stones are huge, with some weighing several tons. Experts have determined these stones are about 330,000 years old and made of ignimbrite, a volcanic rock formed from compressed sand and ash. What's even more interesting is that the closest source of this type of stone is 3 miles away. This detail alone sparks curiosity about how such heavy stones were moved and precisely assembled, hinting at a high level of ancient engineering skill. When you look closely at the wall, you notice the stones are arranged with an almost mathematical precision. They form straight lines and sharp angles, patterns that are rare in natural rock formations. This unusual arrangement leads some to believe that the wall might be part of a larger, yet-to-be-discovered megalithic structure. In 1996, archaeologist Barry Brailsford investigated a mysterious wall. He discovered that the wall faced exactly due north, which he found quite remarkable and unlikely to be a coincidence. Imagine standing with your back against this ancient structure and looking straight ahead. You'd be facing true north. Out of 360 possible directions on a compass, this precise alignment is intriguing. This feature is shared by many ancient megalithic sites around the world, such as the pyramids of Giza, Stonehenge, and Chichen Itza. Brailsford also observed that the stone blocks forming the wall were not natural formations. They were precisely cut and stacked, pointing to the possibility of human craftsmanship. His findings were so sensational that they led to the publication of an article in the New Zealand Listener titled "Megalith Mystery: Are Giant Stones in the Kaimanawa Forest Park Evidence of an Ancient New Zealand Culture?" In the article, Brailsford stated, "There was no doubt that the stones had been cut. The 4 visible stones in the front wall were uniformly 1.6 meters tall and 1 meter wide. In one place, you could insert your arm into a cavity filled with roots and feel the smooth back and front faces of the next tier. These faces were eerily smooth, showing no marks from tools. The gaps where the blocks joined were as thin as a knife blade. Further up the hill, the tops of other stones stuck out, suggesting that a larger structure might be buried within the hill." The Waitaha are a group of people often mentioned when discussing the early human history of New Zealand. However, their exact place in history is a bit controversial and not widely acknowledged by mainstream scholars. Some stories, especially those from non-academic sources, claim that the Waitaha were the first settlers in New Zealand. Barry Brailsford, a historian, is one of the believers in this theory. He thinks the Waitaha arrived in New Zealand long before the Maori. He even talked to some Waitaha elders about the origin of a mysterious structure, hoping to learn more. What they told him was shocking. They said the structure was not only from before the Maori, but also before the Waitaha themselves. Brailsford recalled how he and the Waitaha elders visited the site early one morning. The elders, who had traveled from various parts of New Zealand, gathered around the structure and shared their knowledge. They recognized the people who built it, but said these people existed long before the Waitaha. Interestingly, the Maori also said they had nothing to do with the construction, as they had never built any large stone structures like this one. The stone blocks stretch an impressive 82 feet, approximately 25 meters, arranged in a precise straight line from east to west. The unmistakable human touch in their construction becomes apparent upon closer inspection. The wall is oriented towards the north, a deliberate orientation often seen in ancient architecture to align with celestial or geographic features. Despite the uniformity of the blocks, signs of decay show the wall sagging towards the west, revealing gaps between the blocks where weathering has exposed inner layers. What makes this structure even more compelling is its similarity to natural formations like the Giant's Causeway in Ireland, famous for its columnar basalt formations resembling man-made structures. However, unlike the causeway's basalt columns, which form naturally through volcanic processes, these blocks are meticulously cut and squared, suggesting human craftsmanship rather than geological happenstance. Furthermore, discussions with geologists highlight intriguing parallels with Nan Madol in Micronesia, an ancient city spread over 11 square miles. Here, buildings entirely constructed from similar stone blocks indicate advanced engineering and cultural practices, posing questions about the spread of architectural techniques across ancient civilizations and their enduring impact on global history. The secrets of Kaimanawa Wall's ancient advanced civilization. Researcher and writer Brian Forster, known for his extensive exploration of ancient megalithic sites worldwide, was captivated by the mysterious Kaimanawa Wall. This unique stone formation, situated in a remote region amidst an ancient rainforest, stands alone without any comparable structures within a 20-mile radius. Forster noted that the stones, which exhibit remarkably flat surfaces and precise fitting, bear a striking resemblance to the polygonal masonry found in Cusco, Peru. The Kaimanawa Wall's isolated location adds to its mystery. Surrounded by dense vegetation and located far from known ancient settlements, its construction challenges the conventional understanding of ancient engineering capabilities. Similar techniques of fitting massive stone blocks without mortar are observed not only in Peru and Egypt, but also in other parts of the world, indicating a potential global diffusion of knowledge or shared ancestry among ancient civilizations. Some researchers speculate that these advanced construction techniques imply the existence of a lost, highly advanced ancient civilization. This civilization, possibly thriving before recorded history, could have possessed technological knowledge and capabilities that rival or surpass those of later societies. The absence of similar stone outcrops nearby suggests that the Kaimanawa Wall might be a remnant of a larger, now vanished architectural complex, hinting at a narrative of global cultural exchange or lost civilizations. Returning to the enigmatic Kaimanawa Wall, one of its most intriguing features is the consistent bevel found on the upper stones. This bevel spans the entire structure uniformly, indicating a high level of precision in its construction. What sets it apart further are the beveled edges on the rocks, which are remarkably uniform throughout, suggesting a sophisticated technique in stone shaping and placement. Upon closer examination, archaeologists have noted multiple layers of blocks, each separated by precise gaps. This layered construction not only showcases advanced engineering for its time, but also hints at a strategic design possibly intended for structural stability or ceremonial significance. Adding to the mystery are artifacts from ancient civilizations, where stones were revered upon entry to sacred sites. Remarkably, similar stones have been found here, hinting at possible cultural connections or shared practices across different ancient societies. Evidence supporting the hypothesis of human construction becomes clearer when examining the lower blocks. Some feature precisely cut recesses that allow them to fit snugly under the blocks above, effectively interlocking the layers. This intricate joinery suggests a deliberate architectural plan, possibly aimed at withstanding seismic activity, like the notable eruption and earthquake around 186 AD, which likely caused structural shifts. Recent archaeological excavations have revealed even more layers beneath the visible face of the wall. Using a steel probe, Researchers have detected solid rock further below, indicating the potential presence of additional structures or deeper archaeological layers waiting to be explored. The curvature observed in the arrangement of the rocks suggests a deliberate semicircular pattern, possibly reflecting the shape of a larger ceremonial or defensive structure. In one part of the structure, they encountered remarkably smooth rock surfaces with sharp, square edges. It was as if these surfaces had been meticulously crafted, resembling poured concrete in their flawless finish. This discovery left them in awe of the precision and craftsmanship evident in ancient times. Similarly, another section of the site revealed another intriguing find. Upon inspecting a newly uncovered floor surface, we noticed something unusual. Tapping on it produced a hollow sound, suggesting it might not be a solid floor, but possibly the ceiling of a hidden chamber below. To demonstrate this, they lightly scraped a spade across the surface, producing a sound similar to running it over a concrete slab. It was a remarkable sight, similar to discovering a secret room concealed beneath our feet. Throughout the site, their explorations often encountered solid rock beneath the ground surface. Using probes, they could feel the moment when the instrument struck against something substantial, transmitting a distinct vibration up the rod and creating a resonant humming sound. It was similar to tapping against a massive, buried structure, resonating like a drumbeat in the earth. Furthermore, when they probed deeper into the ground, they could discern various layers, including pumice, before suddenly hitting a perfectly level area of solid rock. The sensation was similar to striking against a sturdy foundation, echoing a deep, resonant thud through the earth. This contrasted sharply with the lighter, softer sound produced by probing through layers of organic material, highlighting the diverse textures and compositions hidden beneath the surface. Pyramid concealment. In the vicinity of the Kaimanawa Wall, situated amidst the relatively flat landscape, lies a striking feature, a steep, evenly sloped mound that has sparked speculation among some observers. They propose that this mound could potentially conceal a vast pyramidal structure, adding a layer of mystery to the site. Along one side of this mound, additional stone blocks have been noted. These blocks, related to those found on the wall itself, exhibit a remarkable degree of symmetry and precision in their alignment as they descend the hillside. What makes this observation particularly intriguing is the geometric alignment of these stones, which not only follow the natural slope of the hill, but also appear deliberately positioned in a manner that suggests careful planning and construction. In addition to their symmetrical arrangement, these stone blocks display distinctive beveled edges, a feature found on many ancient structures known for their architectural sophistication. The angles of these bevels closely match those seen on other stones within the vicinity, hinting at a unified design principle across the site. Further examination of the area has revealed multiple sections where similar stone blocks have been unearthed, each displaying the same level of symmetry and alignment as those observed near the mound. This consistency in design raises compelling questions about the site's true purpose and origin. Could it indeed be more than a simple wall? The possibility that it might conceal an ancient pyramid, reminiscent of those discovered in the Americas, adds an exciting dimension to the discussion. Comparisons can be drawn to Mesoamerican pyramids, such as those at Teotihuacan and Tikal, where extensive archaeological efforts have gradually unveiled monumental structures originally concealed by natural terrain. In 2019, the Tureho New Zealand channel published groundbreaking research featuring a remarkable discovery unearthed using ground-penetrating radar. The scans, detailed in the image, uncovered a stunning revelation buried 2 to 3 meters below a white tape marker, equivalent to about 10 feet deep. What captivated researchers was the precise replication of the surface wall's construction pattern detected underground, indicating a continuation of the structure with massive ignimbrite blocks carefully arranged in the same architectural style. Additionally, the video highlighted engaging rock carvings on the surface of resilient rhyolite rock. These carvings, some suggesting intricate geometric motifs and others possibly depicting cultural symbols, deepen the mystery surrounding the purpose and significance of the structure. Further analysis revealed that volcanic rocks, particularly those rich in silica, are typically associated with areas of geological activity and strong magnetic fields. This geological context suggests a link between the construction's materials and the natural environment, possibly indicating a deliberate choice by ancient builders to utilize locally abundant resources with unique electromagnetic properties. Moreover, the interaction of water with silica-rich volcanic rocks can induce electrical currents due to the mineral's piezoelectric properties. This phenomenon, akin to modern computing's use of silica for information storage and conduction, underscores a sophisticated understanding of materials and their practical applications in ancient times. The site's location on a fault line, renowned for its strong magnetic and telluric energies, sparked speculation that it might have functioned as an energy reservoir, tapping into the natural forces of the Earth. Despite compelling evidence, the New Zealand government staunchly rejects the idea that the structure could be attributed to an advanced ancient civilization predating the Maori settlement. This doubt is underscored by their prohibition of any archaeological digs at the site, as indicated by a prominently placed sign. Officially, authorities maintain that the site is merely a natural formation, a product of ancient volcanic activity. Yet their certainty without a thorough excavation raises questions. Why do they adamantly prevent further investigation? The answer lies in their adherence to political correctness. Acknowledging an advanced ancient civilization contradicts established narratives. Thus, they maintain their stance to align with prevailing beliefs, even at the cost of stifling scientific inquiry. The Kaimanawa Wall: implications for history. In New Zealand, the ongoing challenge of balancing its colonial history with the rights and cultural heritage of its indigenous people, the Maori, is profound and complex. Since the arrival of Europeans in the 18th century, there has been a dynamic interplay of change, conflict, and cultural exchange that continues to shape the country today. The Maori, organized into numerous tribes and sub-tribes, embody a rich diversity of social structures, political systems, and historical ties to specific regions across New Zealand. While the exact count of tribes can vary, there are over 100 distinct groups, each with its own unique identity and ancestral lands. Over the past several decades, New Zealand has undertaken a significant process aimed at addressing historical injustices and affirming the rights of Maori tribes to their lands. Central to this effort is the Waitangi Tribunal, established in 1975. This tribunal plays a crucial role in investigating claims brought by Maori regarding breaches of the Treaty of Waitangi, signed in 1840 by the Crown. Its recommendations seek to reconcile past grievances and promote greater understanding and respect between all New Zealanders. Many indigenous tribes in New Zealand have gone through a significant process of negotiation with the government. These negotiations resulted in formal apologies, financial compensation, and the return of ancestral lands to tribal control, among other forms of redress. Each settlement is tailored to the specific circumstances and claims of the tribe involved. The ongoing process of recognizing land rights and addressing historical grievances varies widely among tribes, with some having completed settlements, while others are still negotiating or awaiting resolution. This context makes archaeological discoveries and interpretations of historical sites particularly sensitive. The way history is interpreted, which narratives are emphasized, and how cultural sites and artifacts are acknowledged all carry implications for national identity, cultural heritage, and even political and legal rights. The megalithic site at Kaimanawa, with its enigmatic nature and ongoing debates about its origins, falls squarely within this realm of historical and archaeological interest. This interest is deeply intertwined with broader issues concerning New Zealand's history and identity. Some voices argue that the hesitation to explore certain theories about the site's origins, especially those suggesting a pre-Maori human presence in New Zealand, may be influenced by political factors. Acknowledging such theories could potentially challenge the established status of Maori as Tangata Whenua, the indigenous people of the land, and disrupt the traditional historical narrative of New Zealand. This situation could lead to a significant division within the country along political and ethnic lines, potentially impacting land rights and government compensation for indigenous people. Despite authorities dismissing the Kaimanawa Wall as a natural event, some researchers argue otherwise, presenting compelling evidence that hints at a more intricate and possibly deliberate origin. This suggests that the structure might be more than just a random formation of nature. Recent geological studies of the Kaimanawa Wall have shown distinct similarities to man-made structures found elsewhere, such as ancient terraces and walls built by early civilizations. These similarities raise questions about whether the structure could be a remnant of a lost civilization predating Maori arrival in New Zealand. However, if New Zealand officials can easily brush aside such a contentious site to maintain the current state of affairs, it begs the question, could other discoveries in New Zealand reveal evidence of an ancient civilization? The idea that New Zealand remained uninhabited until the arrival of the Maori around 900 years ago seems questionable, especially given the widespread human presence across the Pacific. Mainstream archaeological findings and Aboriginal traditions indicate that Australia has been inhabited for over 40,000 years. And even remote places like Easter Island have a rich history of human settlement. Furthermore, recent genetic studies have shown connections between Polynesian populations in South America, suggesting ancient trans-Pacific voyages that could have included stops in New Zealand long before documented Maori arrival. Against this backdrop, the idea that New Zealand's islands remained undiscovered until just 900 years ago appears rather peculiar. Intriguing tales from Maori folklore add a layer of mystery to New Zealand's history. These stories hint at a deep-seated awareness of the land long before its formal discovery. Central to these narratives is the quest for Punamu, also known as greenstone, a prized nephrite jade found primarily in the South Island. This raises compelling questions. If New Zealand remained untouched and unknown to the wider world, how did the early Maori or their Polynesian ancestors possess knowledge of greenstone and its precise location? This narrative suggests the possibility of a pre-existing understanding of New Zealand and its resources, challenging the conventional timeline of discovery and settlement. It sparks curiosity about whether there might have been a civilization inhabiting New Zealand in ancient times. These insights into Maori folklore not only enrich our understanding of New Zealand's early history, but also provoke assumptions about the extent of ancient exploration in the region. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In the heart of New Zealand's rugged Kaimanawa Ranges, nestled amidst ancient forests and mist-shrouded peaks, lay a mystery older than civilization itself. It was a discovery that would rewrite history books and ignite the imaginations of archaeologists worldwide: the Kaimanawa Wall. Legend whispered of a colossal structure hidden within these primal lands, whispered by Maori elders and echoed in the tales of the region's earliest settlers. But it wasn't until Dr. Emily Hayes, a daring young archaeologist, stumbled upon an anomalous pattern in satellite imagery that the mystery burst into the light. Venturing deep into the wilderness with her small team, Emily found herself standing before a wall unlike any other. Towering stones, intricately placed, stretched for miles in both directions. The precision of the craftsmanship defied the era it was supposedly built in, long before the known histories of human civilization. As they carefully excavated, each stone revealed clues to a lost culture, one that harnessed unknown technologies and possessed a wisdom far beyond their time. Carbon dating placed the structure at least 15,000 years old, challenging everything known about early human migration. Rumors swirled. Was it the work of an ancient civilization, lost to cataclysms in time? Or did it hint at contact with distant lands? Yet, the wall held its secrets close. Ancient symbols etched into the stones hinted at cosmic alignments, while intricate carvings depicted scenes from a forgotten mythology. Each day brought new questions and tantalizingly faint echoes of answers. The world watched in awe as Emily and her team unearthed artifacts, tools of unfamiliar metals, shards of pottery unlike any seen before, all pointing to a culture that thrived in harmony with nature, yet vanished without a trace. Could the discovery of the wall suggest early global connections between ancient civilizations, challenging current historical narratives? Let us have your opinions in the comment below. The mysterious Silverdale boulders. In 1972, atop a serene hill in Silverdale, New Zealand, an extraordinary discovery ignited the curiosity of archaeologists and history enthusiasts alike. Buried beneath layers of ancient humus, carefully accumulated over centuries, lay an array of mysterious stone boulders. These massive rocks, undisturbed for possibly millennia, captivated researchers due to both their sheer size and the peculiar circumstances of their placement. The boulders, numbering between 10 to 12, were perched at the summit of a clay hill in Silverdale. This location was particularly perplexing because such conical formations typically develop over millions of years in marine environments, starting from small shells gradually coated with layers of sand and lime. The clay hill, however, lacked the necessary geological conditions for natural boulder formation, prompting immediate questions about their origin and how they arrived at such an unlikely spot. Further investigation revealed that these boulders were not merely scattered randomly, but seemed to be deliberately arranged. Their positioning suggested a potential alignment system, crafted by ancient peoples possibly thousands of years ago. This hypothesis was bolstered by the realization that these stones were not native to the clay hill. Rather, they had been transported from distant locations, implying a significant feat of prehistoric engineering and logistics. In 1992, during the relocation of massive boulders for a motorway construction project in New Zealand, a surprising archaeological discovery unfolded. These boulders, originally believed to be natural formations, revealed intricate carvings and markings upon closer examination. Experts identified these as Bullen stones, similar to those found in Ireland, typically associated with ancient ritual sites. What made this find particularly interesting was its context beneath a layer of tephra ash from Mount Taupo's volcanic eruption in 186 AD. This ash layer served as a chronological marker, indicating that the human modifications to the boulders predated this significant geological event by centuries. The craftsmanship involved in creating these Bullen stones was careful, showcasing an advanced understanding of stone carving techniques and cultural practices. Further analysis of the site revealed additional artifacts and tools, suggesting a sustained human presence in the area long before the accepted timeline of Maori settlement in New Zealand. This discovery not only challenges existing historical narratives, but also highlights a previously unrecognized chapter of early human interaction with the landscape. The Lost Stone City of Waipua Forest. Hidden within the expansive Kaimanawa Forest, one of the world's largest plantation forests, lies a remarkable discovery known as the Kaimanawa rock carvings. These ancient artworks provide a captivating glimpse into a distant past that could precede established Maori settlements. The origins of these carvings continue to spark lively debates among historians and archaeologists. Crafted with intricate detail, the carvings reveal a profound mastery of artistic expression and symbolism, hinting at a sophisticated cultural understanding. Some speculate that they might be the creation of a previously unknown civilization that inhabited New Zealand's shores long before the arrival of the Maori people. The carvings themselves depict a diverse array of figures and symbols. While some motifs resemble familiar Polynesian iconography, others appear unique, lacking any historical or cultural parallels. The craftsmanship is so precise and deep that it challenges conventional beliefs about the early inhabitants' technological capabilities. These mysteries surrounding the carving's creation techniques add weight to the theory of an ancient civilization yet to be fully understood. They suggest a level of skill and knowledge in craftsmanship that raises intriguing questions about New Zealand's prehistoric past. In Northland's Waipua Forest, nestled amidst the ancient trees, lies a site of archaeological significance believed to predate Maori settlement in New Zealand. Discovered amidst the dense vegetation are remnants of stone structures that have intrigued researchers and historians alike. Early European accounts, dating back to the 19th century, document their fascination with these ruins, pondering the identity of the mysterious builders who once inhabited this remote corner of the forest. Photographs captured on November 11, year 2000, provide a rare visual record of the site before it was sealed from public access. Following an extensive 3-year investigation and excavation conducted by government authorities, a wealth of artifacts and structural remains were unearthed. These findings, including intricate stone walls and possibly ceremonial boundary stones, were meticulously documented and subsequently placed under a stringent 75-year restriction, scheduled to be lifted in 2063. The decision to restrict access to the site stemmed from its designation as tapu, a sacred concept in Maori culture, and its involvement in a legal claim under the Waitangi Treaty. This legal status prohibits public visitation and limits scholarly research, drawing attention to the site's cultural and historical significance. Among the notable discoveries from the excavations are sections of well-preserved stone walls that once delineated living spaces or ceremonial grounds. Archaeological interpretations suggest these structures may have served both practical and spiritual purposes, providing a glimpse into the daily lives and cultural practices of ancient inhabitants. In ancient times, people in megalithic Great Britain and continental Europe built stone dome shelters using a method that spread across the globe. In New Zealand, before the arrival of the Maori, a group known as the Stone People adopted this same technique for their homes. In the dense Waipua forest, large boulders are scattered, many marked with deep grooves likely carved using stone tools, possibly during the shaping of adzes. These grooves, worn over time, hint at a significant age. These structures likely date back thousands of years to a time when the Waipua forest was not yet fully grown, but fertile ground. Interestingly, the Maori themselves do not claim knowledge of who built this ancient stone city. The site, now known as the Waipua Forest Stone City, holds immense historical value, potentially representing evidence of a prehistoric civilization. Despite its potential significance, the site faces neglect and even encouragement of destruction. This suggests a reluctance from authorities to acknowledge its existence, possibly due to its implications for New Zealand's history. This reluctance fuels the assumption that the site holds clues to an ancient civilization that challenges established historical narratives. Across New Zealand, numerous sites such as Puketapu Hill and Waitapu Valley feature precise stone markings, possibly serving as ancient astronomical observatories. Tapapakanga Park, thought by many to be a collapsed ancient settlement with beehive-style stone houses, adds to the interest. While efforts to respect indigenous claims are crucial, they have created a paradox. This paradox shrouds potential knowledge of New Zealand's ancient past in shadows, stifling academic freedom and depriving the global community of understanding a transformative chapter in human history. This hidden chapter could significantly enhance our understanding of human migration, architectural practices, and societal structures in the prehistoric Pacific. The issue is not just about accessing information, but about embracing New Zealand's full heritage. Integrating this mysterious ancient history into national identity is crucial. The desire for a more inclusive narrative, one that honors both indigenous cultures and their enigmatic predecessors, grows stronger. What are your thoughts about this prehistoric megastructure discovered in New Zealand? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.